Olivia reached the platform at midnight, just as the train doors closed and the station screen changed to "Cancelled tonight." This is an English listening story for English learners. Improve your English through real-life situations, natural conversations, and everyday vocabulary. Now, continue the story immediately. Olivia stood still. The train was gone. For a few seconds, she did not move. She looked at the dark window of the train as it slowly moved away. Then she looked at the station screen again. The words were clear. Last train canceled. No more service tonight. Olivia held her bag closer to her body. Her phone was in her hand. The battery showed 3%. She looked around the station. Most people were already leaving. Some were walking toward the exit. Others were calling friends or ordering rides. Olivia felt nervous. Her apartment was far away. Normally, she took the train home after work. She never stayed this late. Tonight had been different. Her manager had asked her to finish an important report. The work took longer than expected. Now, she was standing alone in a nearly empty station. She walked quickly to the information desk. A man in a blue jacket was helping another passenger. Olivia waited. 2 people stood in front of her. One woman looked upset. "I need to get home tonight," the woman said. "I'm sorry," the employee replied. "There are no more trains." The woman sighed and walked away. A few minutes later, it was Olivia's turn. "Excuse me," she said. The employee looked up. "How can I help you?" "I missed the last train. Is there another way to get home?" The employee typed something into his computer. "Let's see." He checked several screens. "There is a night bus." Olivia felt relieved. Then the employee continued. "But the next one leaves in 45 minutes. Olivia looked at the clock. 45 minutes felt like a long time. Still, it was better than nothing. "Where does it leave from?" she asked. "Bus stop 16, outside the station." "Thank you." "No worries." Olivia left the desk and walked toward the exit. The night air felt cool. The streets were much quieter than usual. She found bus stop 16. Only one other person was waiting there. An older man sat on the bench reading something on his phone. Olivia checked her battery again. 2%. She decided not to use her phone anymore. The bus stop was quiet. Cars passed occasionally. A bicycle rider crossed the street. A taxi stopped at a red light. Everything seemed calm. Then, Olivia noticed something. The bus schedule posted on the sign looked different from the information she received inside. She moved closer. The paper showed a different departure time. Her stomach tightened. Had she misunderstood? She looked again. The numbers were difficult to read under the small light. The older man noticed her. "Are you looking for the night bus?" he asked. "Yes." "I think it's late tonight." Olivia frowned. "Late?" The man nodded. "It happens sometimes." That was not good news. She did not know if he was correct. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. She looked back toward the station building. Part of her wanted to go inside and ask again. But if she left now, what if the bus arrived? Olivia stayed where she was. 10 minutes passed. Then 15. No bus arrived. The street became even quieter. A cold wind moved through the area. Olivia adjusted her jacket. The older man stood up. "I called my son," he said. "He's coming to get me." "That's nice." The man smiled. "Good luck." "Thank you." A few minutes later, a car arrived. The older man waved goodbye and left. Now, Olivia was completely alone. She looked down the road. Nothing. No bus. No people. No movement. Then she heard footsteps. A young woman carrying a backpack walked toward the bus stop. The woman stopped beside her. "Are you waiting for the night bus too?" "Yes." The woman laughed softly.
Good. I thought I was the only one. Olivia smiled. At least she was not alone anymore. "My name is Olivia. I'm Hannah." They started talking while they waited. Hannah worked at a hospital nearby. She had finished a late shift. She also depended on the night bus. "Does it usually come on time?" Olivia asked. Hannah shook her head. "Not always." That answer did not make Olivia feel better. 20 more minutes passed. Still no bus. Now both women looked worried. Finally, Hannah checked her phone. "Oh no! What happened?" "The transit company posted an update." Olivia felt her heart sink. "What does it say?" Hannah looked at the screen. "The night bus is canceled too." For a moment, neither woman spoke. The bus was canceled. The train was canceled. And it was already after midnight. Olivia stared at the empty road. A new problem had just appeared. What would they do now?
Olivia stared at Hannah. Neither of them knew what to do next. The road remained empty. A few cars passed in the distance. Hannah looked at her phone again. "Maybe we can call a taxi?" she said. Olivia nodded. "Good idea." Hannah opened a ride app. For a moment, she looked hopeful. Then her expression changed. "What happened?" Olivia asked. There were very few drivers available. A minute later, Hannah sighed. No drivers nearby. Olivia looked down at her own phone. The battery showed 1%. That was not good. She wanted to save it for an emergency. The station building was still open. Lights were visible through the windows. "Maybe we should go back inside," Olivia said. Hannah agreed. The two women walked toward the station. The waiting area was almost empty. A security guard stood near the entrance. He looked at them and smiled politely. "Can I help you?" Olivia explained the situation. The guard listened carefully. "The train is canceled? The bus is canceled too." The guard nodded. "Yes, I heard about that." Olivia hoped he had a solution. "Is there another way home?" The guard thought for a moment. "Let's see." He walked to a small desk. There was a map on the wall behind him. He pointed at a nearby area. "There is a 24-hour bus route." Olivia looked closer. "Does it stop near here?" "Not exactly." Hannah crossed her arms. "How far is it?" "About 15 minutes on foot." That sounded possible, but it was already very late. Olivia looked outside. The streets were dark. Hannah seemed unsure, too. The guard noticed their hesitation. "The area is usually safe," he said, "but you should stay together." Olivia liked that idea. She did not want to walk alone. Hannah agreed. "Let's go together." "Sounds good," Olivia replied. The guard gave them directions. Both women thanked him. Then they left the station. The cool night air greeted them again. Their journey continued. At first, everything seemed easy. They followed the main street. Several shops were closed. Streetlights reflected on the sidewalk. Hannah checked the directions. "I think we're going the right way." Olivia hoped so. After 10 minutes, they reached an intersection. There were signs pointing in different directions. Both women stopped. Hannah looked confused. This doesn't look familiar. Olivia looked around. The bus stop was nowhere in sight. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Had they missed a turn? The answer was not clear. A new problem had appeared. They checked the directions again. Hannah zoomed in on the map. Oh. What is it? Olivia asked. I think we walked one street too far. Olivia laughed softly. At least they knew the problem. They turned around and walked back. A few minutes later, they found the correct street. At the end of the block stood a small bus shelter. Both women smiled. We found it. Good. They walked faster. Then they looked at the schedule. The next bus would arrive in 12 minutes. Now, all they could do was wait. The shelter was simple. A bench stood beside a glass wall. Olivia sat down. Her feet felt tired. It had been a long day. Hannah sat beside her. For the first time that night, things felt calmer. They talked quietly while they waited. Hannah spoke about her work at the hospital. Olivia talked about her office job. They discovered they lived in the same part of the city. What a coincidence, Hannah said. Olivia smiled. Yeah, small world. Both women laughed. The conversation made the wait easier. A few minutes later, headlights appeared. The bus was finally coming. Olivia stood up immediately. So, that's our bus? I think so, Hannah said. The bus stopped in front of them. The doors opened. Both women stepped inside. The driver greeted them. Good evening. Good evening, they replied. Olivia paid for her ticket. Then she found a seat near the window. Hannah sat nearby. For the first time since midnight, Olivia felt relaxed. They were finally moving. The bus traveled through quiet streets. Most passengers looked tired. Some were sleeping. Others stared out the windows. Olivia watched the city lights pass by. Everything felt peaceful now. The difficult part of the night seemed over. After several stops, Hannah stood up. This is my stop. Olivia smiled. Thank you for staying with me. No worries. It was nice meeting you. You too. Hannah waved goodbye and left the bus. Olivia continued alone. A few stops later, the driver announced her area. She pressed the stop button. The bus slowed down. Then the doors opened. Olivia stepped outside. The streets near her apartment were quiet. She walked the final few minutes home. Soon, she reached her building. She searched for her keys. A moment later, the apartment door opened. Olivia stepped inside. She placed her bag on the table. Then, she sat down and smiled. She was finally home. The night had not gone as planned. She missed the last train. The night bus was canceled. She had a low phone battery. She got lost for a few minutes. But step by step, she found a solution. Olivia looked out the window. The city was quiet. Tomorrow would be a new day. For now, she was safe at home. She felt thankful for the people who helped her, the station employee, the security guard, and Hannah. Sometimes a difficult night becomes easier because of kind people. Like, share, and subscribe for more English listening stories and daily English learning practice.